Every year, thousands of Hoosiers are injured on roadways in motor vehicle accidents. Here today to talk about some of the reasons why there's an increasing number of accidents on Indiana roadways is veteran trial attorney David Farnbaugh, a personal injury lawyer from Fort Wayne, Indiana. Thanks for joining us today, David.
It's great to be here today.
Why are there so many accidents?
Well, I think the reason that there are so many accidents on the roadways now as opposed to maybe in different eras is the issue of driver distraction. I think nowadays you see lots of people that are driving on the roadways that are distracted by cell phones or smartphones. We see a lot of accidents that are caused by young people that are texting while driving. You see a lot of people that are driving down the roadways that are trying to carry on a conversation while they're driving. There's just a lot of distractions that cause people to collide with other vehicles.
David, in some states there are now laws on the books that prohibit drivers from talking on a cell phone or texting while driving. Has the Sweeney Law Firm seen an increase in auto accidents resulting from either distracted driving or other similar problems?
There's no question in our office we've seen a very significant increase in the number of cases that are a direct result of the use of technology while in the vehicle. I would say about half the cases that we see in our office nowadays that are motor vehicle accident cases, there is some reference in the police report to a driver that was either reaching for a phone or they were texting while driving or something of that nature that causes them to be distracted while driving down the road.
David, if one of our viewers is involved in a motor vehicle accident that's the fault of someone else, what advice do you have for them?
Well, I have a couple pieces of advice I can give to people that are involved in a motor vehicle accident. I think the first thing is that if you have symptoms and pain, that you seek medical treatment. Oftentimes people, they don't go to the emergency room, they sort of delay getting medical treatment, and I think if you're having symptoms and pain, it's important to go to the emergency room and get checked out. And if you're having symptoms and problems after you're released from the emergency room, it's important to go to your family doctor or some other physician to get your symptoms checked out. So that's the first piece of advice. The other thing is, I think that oftentimes people delay getting legal advice after an accident. It doesn't cost anything to consult with an attorney about an accident case, so I would recommend that you consult an attorney shortly after an accident and get some legal advice about what your options are and what your rights are if you've been the victim of an auto accident.
Dave, I'd assume that after an auto accident, the insurance adjuster for the at-fault party usually tries to contact the injury victim to get a tape-recorded interview or a statement about what happened in the wreck. What advice do you have for accident victims when they're asked to give a recorded statement?
Well, I would say probably the biggest piece of advice I can give somebody after a motor vehicle accident is not to give a recorded statement to the adjuster for the other insurance company.
Does the Sweeney Law Firm offer free consultation to people who have been injured in a motor vehicle collision?
The Sweeney Law Firm does offer free consultation in auto accident cases, and I think most law firms that handle these types of cases offer free consultation.
What are some of the reasons that a person who's injured in a car crash would want to talk to an experienced personal injury lawyer before they talk to an insurance adjuster?
Well, I think one of the common misconceptions that people have about insurance adjusters contacting them after an accident is that the insurance adjuster is calling you to try to help you out or provide helpful information or to pay money to you to fix your car or pay your medical expenses. And I think oftentimes people don't understand that the insurance adjuster has a job to try to investigate the accident and get you to say things that are helpful to the other insurance company. And I think oftentimes people, when they're contacted by an insurance adjuster, they say things about their medical condition or they make admissions or statements about the accident that are harmful to their case. And I think it's oftentimes people are put in a stressful situation. They aren't trained to deal with insurance adjusters, and oftentimes they just say the wrong things, and they say things that are recorded that ultimately hurt their legal case. So it's important to talk to an attorney about the facts of the accident, to get some advice on how to talk to insurance adjusters, and just learn about your legal rights before you talk to an insurance adjuster.
Mr. Farnbaugh, you've given viewers some good advice today. Thanks for spending some time with us.
Thanks for having me.